Hello, this is Torrance Davis. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about Xbox Scorpio, and there's a lot of confusion going on about how it's going to work and, what's going to happen with the Xbox 360 titles, this and that. So I wanted to explain it to you using PC gaming technology so that you would understand. So what we have here is I'm in Battlefield 4 right now. And every PC gamer, the first thing every PC gamer does when they get a new game is they go into options. And then they go to video and start looking at all their stuff, tweaking all their stuff. Most of us just set our graphics quality to ultra. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple different settings to kind of show you what it's like to go from one console generation to the next, so you can see the graphics changes. Now, the Xbox One Scorpio is supposed to be the most powerful console on the planet, and at the same time it'll play all Xbox 360 games, or at least all the backwards compatibility ones. I'm sorry, all Xbox One games and all the backwards compatible Xbox 360 games. Xbox One games will get a performance boost, at least the first party games from Microsoft, and any third parties will have to make tweaks to their games to get a performance boost, but otherwise all the stuff will run perfectly on the Xbox Scorpio. Once the Xbox Scorpio is released, supposedly when a publisher releases a game, they could release one game and it'll run on both the Xbox One and the Xbox Scorpio. The Xbox One will run like the Xbox One, and the Xbox Scorpio will take advantage of some stuff. So that if you have an Xbox One and you buy the game, it'll look cool. You throw it in your Xbox One. Like if it's a Battlefield, let's say it's Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 on Xbox One is going to be 720p, 60 frames a second. But if you take that disc out and you put it into your Scorpio, then they could basically say, oh, it's a Scorpio, so we're going to run this at 1080p 60, and we're going to increase the texture resolution and all that stuff. I don't think Microsoft's going to give you an option screen with the Xbox Scorpio like you have on PC. I think the developers will set it up so it automatically changes the settings when you put the game into your Xbox Scorpio, or it downgrades the settings if you put it into your Xbox One. Again, all of this stuff I'm telling you is theories. Microsoft could change the whole thing, but what they told us is that all the Xbox One games will work on the Scorpio. So once the Scorpio comes out, if you have 100 Xbox One games, you can continue playing those games on the Scorpio. That's what they told us. So I'm assuming that's going to be the case here. So anyway, I'm set on Ultra right now, but I don't want you to see Ultra. I'm going to change the resolution to 800 by 600. There is no 720p on PC. Oh no, there is a 720p. Didn't even know it. So I'll set it for 720p, 59 hertz, and I'm going to set the quality to high because I think that's what an Xbox One is. Actually, I'm not even going to go to high. I'm going to go to medium. I'm going to Xbox 360 mode. Okay? So, there. As you can see, it automatically sets everything to medium, turns anti-aliasing off for deferred. Okay, so I'm done. And I'm going to save these settings. And I'm going to say yes, I want to keep these settings. And then I'm going to go back into the game. So, there shouldn't be any people in this game because I'm on the test range right now. I wanted to be able to play this and not be disturbed by other players. So this is basically Xbox 360 graphics. And a lot of you out there who played Battlefield 4, did it come out on Xbox 360? I can't remember if it did. But anyway, if you've played Battlefield 4 or Battlefield 3 on Xbox 360, this is what the game looked like. It's right now. I'm running because I'm on a PC. This is running at 200 frames a second. So again, I'm just trying to give you guys an idea of what you're getting into, so you understand. There's just been a lot of talk about the Scorpio and PlayStation Neo and what's going to happen, and people are misunderstanding what Microsoft is planning on doing. So I'm trying my best to make you guys understand, and I hope this gives you a little something. So yeah, you can see the graphics. It still looks good. It does look like a 360 game, you know. But you can see there's no anti-aliasing. The textures are kind of rough. You look at the trees and the leaves in the distance, they look kind of crappy. You know, let's see the explosions. Come on, blow up. Are you kidding me? I'm not even kidding. I'm not even getting any explosion effects. What the hell is that? Let's see, what else do I have here? Is there anything I can shoot? Okay, well, alright, no good explosions. So, now I'm going to go back. Ooh, there's a tank. I'm also playing this at on a 2K monitor, so it's actually upscaling. Even though it's 720p, it upscales it to fill my monitor, which is 2K. So that's kind of misleading too, if you're wondering. Why can't I get into this tank? This is the test range. I should be able to get into that. What the hell? Oh, it's already occupied by a computer player. I see. So it's just there for me to blow up. There we go, there's your explosion. Okay, so let's go back into the options, the video, and let's keep it at 720, and we're gonna go to high. And we're gonna save those settings, resume. This is high settings, but it's pretty generic high settings, so it's still somewhat looks like Xbox 360. So I'm gonna go back and tweak it a little bit. Like anti-aliasing, I think should be on. So I guess I gotta do, is there custom? So I want to turn some anti-aliasing on. And I know they can do ambient occlusion in the Xbox 360, but everything else should be medium. Or we're doing Xbox One now. We're doing Xbox One. So yeah. So that should be high, 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 and yeah, I'll leave it at that. So let's see what we get. Okay, much better. Looks a lot better. Trees in this distance still don't look that great. Did I refill my ammo? Yes, I got 4. Okay, so that's that. I don't have any more grenades. Guess I can go kill some people. Again, I'm running this on the test range, so I'm not bothered. I could try to get online. And I'm still at 200 frames per second, even though I changed the settings to high. Now, the other thing you should know is that the Xbox One and Xbox 360s have really good upscaling hardware. So So there we go. And I'm sure there may be a couple other things turned on for the Xbox One. I'm sure they got better aliasing on the Xbox One, so we could tweak that a little bit. Bump it up. I don't think they have anything equivalent to Ultra on these consoles, so I'm not even gonna play that. Okay. Yeah, it looks a little bit better now. Much better. Okay. So that's somewhat improving with Xbox One. At least in a Battlefield game, because you know the Battlefield games are at 720. And now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna set everything to Ultra. I wonder if there's anything past high. Yeah, so it's just Ultra. So I'm just gonna go all the way to Ultra. 4x anti-aliasing. Up, that's wrong. It doesn't go higher than that? Yeah, it goes to high. Okay, so yeah, I'm fine with that. And because I'm now on the Xbox One, still 720. Okay? Or no. I'm on PC now, sorry. I'm getting so confused. So now I'm on PC. So what I should do it at 1080p. So I'm going to do 1080p just so you can see 1080p. Okay, so there's 1080p. So it's going to do some adjustments. And I'm going to say yes. I'm going to resume. You can already see the menus look better. So this is now 1080p. The resolution jump makes a huge difference in the detail of the textures and the leaves, and the aliasing looks better. Everything looks better. What I actually need to do is I actually need to kill myself so I can get some more weapons. Alright. Come on. Okay, so now I'm back. So yeah, this is PC right here, and this is probably what the Scorpio will also look like. I'm assuming that the Scorpio, since it's going to be the most powerful console ever made, will also come with 16 gigs of RAM. There's no doubt about that. I can't see him releasing this powerhouse console and only having 8 gigs of RAM. Let's try the grenades again. Much better. Okay, good. There's my mine still. Nice. Nice. Okay, so you're seeing what I'm getting at here. And this is just the 1080. And again, it fills my screen even at 1080. I'm going to go back now, and I'm going to increase the resolution again to 2K. And I'm going to apply that. Yep. And I'm going to resume. Now look at it. It's even better. Now my frame rate's down to 82 frames per second. And since I'm recording, my frame rate's dropped a little bit. If I wasn't recording, it'd be a lot higher. But there we go. Higher resolution. Again, as you see the resolution jump, everything looks... When you raise the resolution, everything looks better. The anti-aliasing looks better. The textures look better. It improves everything. Okay? So now I'm going to go backwards again, just so you can see it. I'm going to stay at 2K resolution, and I'm going to go back to medium graphics. 2K resolution, medium graphics. High resolution still helps, but the graphics are medium. And you really have to look to see some of the details you're missing with medium graphics. But even at 2K medium, it looks beautiful. It's when you start bringing that resolution down that it really starts taking a hit. Let's go to PlayStation's 900p, which I think is this. This is the PlayStation 4 at 900p medium. See that? And you can see that it's kind of blurry around the edges. Now I'm going to go to 900p high. And you probably won't see much of a difference. Still blurry edges because of the way it scales. 900p is an odd resolution. But it still looks pretty. Now we're going to go back. And we're going to go to 720 once again. And we're going to leave it at high. You're going to see a huge difference. This is 720. But I still think that they're doing some other shit on Xbox One, especially with games that run 720p, to make them look a lot smoother. And then we'll go back and we'll change this to medium. Apply that. There's medium settings. Okay, and just for anybody who wants to see, I'm going to go to low settings. Now when you go to low settings, you really start to see that anti-aliasing, that low anti-aliasing take effect. Everything just looks crappy from a distance, crappy up close. It's just horrible. But if I go from this to low settings, back up to 2K, watch this. Yes, it's low settings, but it still looks good. So you're scratching your head, okay, what is it that changed? It still looks good to me, it's nice and sharp. What are the fine details that got changed when I switched to the low settings? Keep an eye on the ground, okay? I'm gonna go back here, video, I'm gonna go back to Ultra. See the ground? We have shadows. We have more rocks. We have better textures. Let's go backwards again. High. A little less of everything. Not as much noticeable. And then we go to medium. Less of everything. Some detail loss. And then once again, we go to low. And like all the shit's gone. You know, it looks, we're talking PlayStation 2 graphics here. When you go to low. Flat ground. No, like, texture in the ground. There's no bumps. There's no polygons. It's just all flat. I'm doing all of this on the fly. Up until now, or at least when the Scorpio comes out, consoles haven't been able to do this because they have to stick to a standard. Scorpio and Neo or PS5 are going to allow developers to do crazy shit like this and to keep their games backward and forward compatible until the older generations die off. So, once again, I'm going to go back to Ultra. And you're going to see a huge difference. Boom. Just like that. More detail on the ground. Better shadows. Even the dirt looks better when you shoot it. It's got more animation. Let's shoot the dirt on low, just to see what it looks like. Yeah, less detail, even in the particles and the smokes and all that shit. Pretty cool, huh? So, like, the whole thing, like I'm saying, the whole thing with the Scorpio and the Neo and all this stuff's coming out. I mean, the Neo's not going to be as big of a jump as the Scorpio, but as Sony has said, developers can tweak their games, their existing PlayStation 4 games, or patch them to make them look better on the Neo, which is the same thing Microsoft will be doing with the Scorpio. You know, you want to patch an Xbox One game to take advantage of some of Scorpio's features, like, again, like a 720p Battlefield 4 game to run at 1080p 60, DICE can go in there and do that. So if you already own the game, you go in and play it. Holy shit, now it looks way better. You know, now games that are running at a variable frame rate will run at a sustained frame rate, or what I call flatline. You can sustain a frame rate and it doesn't drop at all. They kind of did that with Red Dead Redemption on backwards compatibility. So this is just one of the things I wanted to show you. I wonder if when you shoot stuff on low, if it does the same thing. I'm getting curious myself. Yep, that's just as good. Nothing special about that. Let's take a close look at the texture. The texture still looks good even at low. Go to Ultra. Yeah, it looks about the same. So, resolution is probably the most important thing. If I were to come in here and go to this texture, and then even if I keep my settings to ultra, if I drop this down to 720, you can see there's a lack of detail now, just from dropping the resolution. But the texture is still there. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys some PC stuff so you can get an idea of how these new powerhouse consoles are going to be. We'll see when it happens. We'll see what Microsoft and them are going to do when it finally comes out. I could be totally wrong about all of this, you know, or I could be right. Who knows? This is Torrance Davis with Techio. I'll see you soon. Peace out.